Welcome to Audit Archive, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. Join us as we explore the laws, regulations, and violations showcased in First Amendment audits, police interactions, and legislation.
We will see how the officer remained honest with her duties, but still treated the supervisor much differently. On January 1st, 2021, while driving near Newberry Road in Gainesville, Florida, Corporal Scott Birdzick of the Gainesville Police Department reached for his lighter and collided with a vehicle ahead of him that had just begun moving at a green light. Although there were no injuries at the scene, the individuals in the other vehicle involved in the accident promptly dialed 911 for medical attention. In response, Gainesville police officer Brooke Shutterly responded to the scene and immediately recognized Corporal Birdzick. This entire incident was captured on Officer Shutterly's body cam.
You got the light. You ready to get back to me. You're trying to do what we gotta do so I can go, man.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get it.
Okay. And you are Silver Car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you want to go back over there, I'll come get your info in just a second.
All right, thank you.
So,
Yeah, reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass.
cool.
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do an information
So he
exchange?
does. Now I found it.
Okay. Well. Okay.
If you want to information exchange, now I found it.
Alright. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Your airbag went off. Your car.
Oh, no, absolutely. Which I just...
That sucks. Police Neil's off. You can come give you a ride. You want me to let him know you found the insurance? And... Well, maybe you should not do that then. So, you want me to let him know you found your insurance, see if he wants to do an information exchange?
Christ.
That's fine.
Right off the bat, it goes without saying that Corporal Birdzick did not appear to be sober. His speech was slurred and his movements were slow, both of which indicated that he was under the influence of something. Regardless, Officer Shutterly walked over to the other driver who was rear-ended by Corporal Birdzick and spoke to him about the options he had. Officer Shutterly informed him that he could either contact his insurance company and have it sorted out independently, or he could go ahead with an investigation, which would involve a police report on the crash.
So, he mentioned you guys had talked about exchanging information, but he hadn't had his insurance pulled up.
Yeah.
We have a couple options with this. It's really cut and dry, so if you want to just go through insurance, you can. If you want a full-fledged report, we can do that. However you want to go about it.
How long the report gonna take? A long time?
It usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me to get the driver's exchange done.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get your driver's license and if you have your registration as well? And are you the registered owner of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Did you have any passengers?
Yeah, my brother was in
Okay. Is he still here?
town. Yeah, he right here.
Okay, cool. Is the guy with a hat on?
Yes, ma'am. This right here.
Yes, sir.
This right here.
Yeah.
License.
All right. And you have insurance on the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You can see my insurance card.
It should auto-populate. If it doesn't, I'll come get it from you, okay?
I think I got it right here.
So a couple things. One, do you mind giving me like a couple feet? One, because I like personal space, and two, because cigarette smoke, it tears me up a little bit. Give me just, like I said, it'll probably take me about 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll get that done for you, okay? No, we don't take pictures of it, because crashes are civil. Yeah, whenever we do any kind of crash reports or anything, unless there's a DUI involved, or, like a hit and run or something, a criminal aspect.
Yeah.
As we've just seen, the driver went with the option of carrying out an investigation and filling out a crash report. Officer Shutterly then got a hold of the driver's documents and other necessary information, officially initiating her crash investigation. According to state law in Florida, you're required to report an accident immediately to the Florida Highway Patrol or police if any of the following occurs: death or injury, a hit-and-run accident, an accident caused by an intoxicated driver, or an accident that results in property damage of over $500. You must also file a car crash report in Florida with the Department of Motor Vehicles within 10 days of the accident. In this case, since the driver had dialed 911 for medical attention, implying that injury was involved, it could be said that filing a car crash report was mandatory. But regardless, since the driver went with the report anyway, it appears that everything was going as per usual protocol.
Suspect, we don't usually take photos.
We were sitting at the light.
Yeah.
It was just finna time for us to go.
I'm just trying to figure out which lane you were in. So you're...
in the far left lane.
Sorry, Birdie, he wants the report. You got your driver's license?
Absolutely.
I'm guessing the car's registered to you?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you. You know I don't need that. Should hypothetically auto-populate. Give me a second because I'm going to call Priester and see if he needs me to do anything special since it's one of us.
Yep.
So, give me a minute. Sorry, Birdie. Hey, this crash, Birdie, is so come work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so. No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. But I just didn't want there to be any, like, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just want to make sure. Alright, bye. Dang it, Birdie.
As seen in the footage, Officer Shutterly quite literally proved that when law enforcement is involved in such incidents, they're treated much differently. At one point, Officer Shutterly even had to ask dispatch whether she had to do anything special considering Corporal Bertzik was involved. She even told Corporal Bertzik that Neil, a fellow law enforcement officer, could come pick him up if needed. However, it's worth noting that Officer Shutterly did her due diligence and made sure there wasn't a conflict of interest in the investigation. This was further evident when Officer Shutterly soon realized that Corporal Bertzik did not appear okay, and she asked him numerous times if everything was alright. She even asked Corporal Bertzik whether he needed EMS to come check him out. All of this was of course due to the fact that Corporal Bertzik was drunk, and this is soon pointed out by Officer Shutterly.
You good?
On his way?
Huh?
Wait on his way?
He's not coming.
Black pants, with a white shoulder bag, black beanie,
Good?
and one white glove.
Walking home, but yep, I'm good.
I'm sure Neil would come get you if you need. I mean, he's up. I texted him. You don't need EMS?
No.
Hey man, your airbag deployed. I gotta ask.
I don't know.
Alright.
One of them days.
Yep. Alright. Here's that back. And then I'm not sure where your brother went, but I have his license too.
You right now?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just go hand this to him real quick and then we'll be done. Hello. I'm just here to give you your license back. Thank you, sir. Are you on the phone with the insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what they're asking for is this number right here. That's the report number. And then they're probably going to ask you all of this information. This is all of his vehicle information, insurance, owner, driver information, and then all of your information as well.
Okay.
Just so you know, the state of Florida has a 14-day window in which to report injury. You don't usually feel it the first night, but if you wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh gosh, it hurts,
Yeah.
let your insurance company know and they'll set up a doctor's appointment for you, okay?
Alright. Yes.
All right, do you have any questions for me, sir?
I don't know. Shit. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I knew y'all.
they're pretty straightforward. If you do have any questions, my name is on the bottom of the page. You can call us, reference that case number, and I'll answer any questions you might have, okay? All right.
That's it. Appreciate it.
All right. I hope you have a better night.
I tried to. I'll try to. I don't know.
Yeah, rough way to bringing in the new year with a bang.
Yeah, I seen that coming. I thought he was gonna stop. So,
Yeah.
boom.
Yep.
Alright.
All right. Good luck with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Are they still in it or no?
Yeah, he's still in it.
Is he really?
So, Bertie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
Shit, woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not going to lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way. Because I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all. But I'm not going to lie to you about it.
Oh, no. I don't mean to put you in that Indy. Yep.
Yeah. So, from now on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now you're being detained.
Wait, what?
I'm holding on to you because I have a supervisor coming to see if I need to do a full-fledged DUI investigation or not. So please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Now, as Officer Shutterly stated, she had called for another supervisor to arrive on the scene to assist her with what was initially a crash investigation, but is now a DUI investigation due to the indicators that Corporal Bertzik was giving. Watch as Corporal Bertzik asks Officer Shutterly whether her body cam was running or not. We can assume several different reasons as to why he asked that, but regardless, Officer Shutterly made sure to tell him that she will keep the body cam running no matter what. This was when Corporal Bertzik started to realize that he made a big mistake. It's also worth noting that Officer Shutterly informed Corporal Bertzik that he could not consume anything now as per the investigation. This included cigarettes, beverages, or anything of that sort.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on
Fair enough.
because integrity. You know you can't smoke right now.
Why?
You can't consume anything.
Why?
Because if I'm going to do a DUI investigation, it impedes it, so you can't consume anything. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
While they both waited for the supervisor to arrive, Corporal Bertzik claimed that he was not drunk, but rather angry and tired. However, that certainly didn't appear to be the case. He was visibly unsteady on his feet, spoke in an incoherent manner, and was laughing for no apparent reason. Soon enough, though, a second officer arrived and proceeded with the DUI investigation.
Personal life being up there.
I'm not going to say anything.
It's up there. I don't.
I mean about this.
I'm not drunk. I'm pissed and I'm tired. Me. She did it. I'll get. What the f, man?
Bravo 23, you have all channels, 1014.
Whatever. Divorce is divorce. I don't know. Oh, Christ. Oh, well. First choice, that one.
Not really.
Sometimes it is.
I want to get that dog. That is a really cute dog. You can't consume anything. You're killing me.
Trying.
Come on. So,
What's too late now?
question because you just had somebody else roll up.
Okay. I think they're with him because he was still in the car.
And he's free to go?
Yeah, he's
or-
good.
Okay, is he just hanging out to hang
Yeah,
out?
because his car's all jacked up on the back.
Oh, so we have him a tow, or what is he doing exactly, I guess?
I think his sister is coming to pick him up.
Which is the car that rolled up?
I think so, because she was here earlier, took his brother, and then now I guess is taking him.
Tired and pissed. Do what you gotta do.
Even though Corporal Bertzik was told that he was not allowed to consume anything, he ignored Officer Shutterly and started to smoke. She promptly ran up to Corporal Bertzik and put the cigarette out. This begs the question, if a normal citizen had acted this way, would they be treated just the same? Anyway, Officer Shutterly proceeded with the investigation and carried out a series of field sobriety tests to determine whether Corporal Bertzik was under the influence of alcohol or not. And as expected, he performed poorly and made it crystal clear that he was way too drunk to operate a vehicle, and that's what caused the accident. Watch as Corporal Bertzik attempted the horizontal gaze nystagmus, the walk and turn, and the one-leg stand.
Well, we're going to go to the back of Sarge's car,
Okay.
because that's where my clipboard is.
Okay.
That's where the most level ground is, and there's
Okay.
a line. Thank you. Go ahead and face me. All right. Like so.
Leaning. Just leaning.
Okay. I'm trying to find the most flat spot.
I'm trying.
All right.
But I mean, it's leaning, but
Here,
I'm trying.
let's do it this way.
I'm good.
Go ahead and stand here. We'll do it this way. So you're going to stand like this until I advise you to do otherwise. It'll be like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to take a series of small steps to turn around and return back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you understand the instructions? You may begin the test.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you.
Do you want to finish?
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
By now, it could be said that Officer Shutterly had more than enough evidence and clues to conclude that Corporal Bertzik was severely drunk. However, as per protocol, she continued on with the last test, the one-leg stand. Unsurprisingly, Corporal Bertzik performed very poorly once again. Watch as he first made excuses to justify his poor balance.
You know why I don't do DUIs?
Why?
I can't fucking demonstrate.
Yeah.
I don't have balance to demonstrate. Okay?
It'll look like this. 1001,
Yep.
1002, 1003, and so forth. Do you understand the instructions?
Damn, I do.
You may begin the exercise.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014.
You can stop.
Perfect.
Soon enough, both officers on the scene decided to take Corporal Bertzik into custody for DUI. Now, even though this was the right move, watch as the officer stated that they were not going to place Corporal Birdzick in handcuffs, but eventually ended up doing so after his insistence. Corporal Birdzick wanted them to place him in handcuffs merely because they had body cams that were running. One would wonder how different this encounter would have been without body cams.
Alright, I'll give him a call. He's driving me. Because that's wrong. Okay.
I'll sit here at my front seat.
No.
No, that's fine.
There you
Take him
go.
around to your driver's side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Listen to me.
Put them on.
I'm not gonna cuff you.
Oh, yes, you are, because they're watching.
No.
Yes, you are. They're watching.
Okay.
Here. We'll cuff you over by my car.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
They're watching.
Yes.
You've been compliant. Can I at least cuff you in the front?
Yelling at me.
I know. My fault, not yours.
I'm trying to take it,
It's got the hinge locks.
Okay. Good to go?
Can I uncuff you now?
Nope.
Corporal Birdzick was arrested and taken to jail, where he later provided 2 breath samples. According to the DUI and administrative suspension laws published by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, it stated that, under Florida law, driving under the influence of alcoholic beverages, chemical substances, or controlled substances is one offense proved by impairment of normal faculties or an unlawful blood alcohol or breath alcohol level of 0.08 or above. Keeping this breath alcohol concentration limit in mind, Corporal Birdzick's results came out to 0.156% and 0.153% respectively, both of which were almost double the legal limit. Ultimately, Corporal Birdzick was charged with driving under the influence with property damage, and eventually pleaded no contest to the misdemeanor charge. Corporal Birdzick was sentenced to fines totaling $974, 50 hours of community service, various substance abuse and DUI classes, and a 6-month driver's license suspension. He was also subsequently sued by the driver and passenger of the vehicle he struck, and a settlement was reached in that case. Then, as a result of an internal investigation by the Gainesville Police Department, it was concluded that Corporal Birdzick had violated departmental policies. He received a written employee notice, a 5-day suspension without pay, and the execution of a last chance agreement and release. In the course of the internal affairs investigation, Corporal Birdzick alleged that he was not impaired at the time of the crash, and that he had prepared and consumed a very strong alcoholic drink during the course of the crash investigation. It is unclear whether Corporal Birdzick is still employed at the Gainesville Police Department as of the date of this recording. Be sure to check out our previous video, where we cover another outrageous police encounter.
One account comment, near knocked dude right out of his pants. Another person, man, the other driver was such a polite person even after getting his car messed up. Ruben Dibes says, without body cams, they would have driven him home 100%. Other accounts. Thankfully, he requested the report. If not, nothing would have been done. You shouldn't give the victim an option to decline a report when there's clearly signs of impairment. If he wasn't a cop, that option would not be on the table. She should be disciplined, and not rewarded, because she might not be as bad as other Leos. Cravena reply, makes my blood boil. That female cop knew he was drunk as soon as she walked up to him. And then she tried to get him out of it by what she was explaining to the poor kid. If the kid didn't want a report done and just gone through insurance, that would have been the end of it. She also lied about taking pictures of the scene to the kid because she knew the other cop was drunk. And then on top of it, the kid was still there in his car when the supervisor showed up, and she had a problem with the kid sitting over there watching the DUI test. All 3 of those cops should be charged and in jail for lying and cover-up. They all think and expect to be above the law. Makes me sick.